Using Concept to Vector in Illustrator, I wanted to see what would happen if I added style instructions to the prompt before generating, and the results are pretty wild. With Concept to Vector, you can turn any image into editable vector graphics. I'm using these 3 images, and I went to ChatGPT to get some inspiration for illustration styles. Check out the comments for a link to my free cheat sheet. For this snow boot image, I'm doing a modern cartoon style, cut paper style, and a flat style with Turntable added. For the modern cartoon style, I used Nano Banana Pro with no presets and kept the reference image slider in the middle. I got a flat illustration with detailed thick lines, but it still kept the colors from the original image. Next, I'm using cut paper as a style. This is a unique effect and a fun way to style an image. I got this prompt with help from ChatGPT. This time I put the slider in the middle and chose Nano Banana Pro. The prompt from ChatGPT helped to get the look just right. Lastly, I'm using flat illustration style for both the foreground and background images, which I separated from the original image. Using the Turntable feature in Illustrator, I can rotate the boots and the platform to get just the right angle. This feature works perfectly for this type of image. For this surf image, I'm doing a vintage travel poster style 2 ways and a Pixar style. For the vintage travel poster, first I'm using GPT image and putting the slider in the middle. Notice I'm using a vertical image. That matters when you're creating vectors. You want the shape of the reference image to match the style of the output. So this poster gets a vertical reference image. GPT image tends to create really bold styles. For the second way, I'm changing the slider to match the image more and using Nano Banana 2. Notice what a different style this one is, even with the same prompt. And for this last one, I'm requesting a Pixar concept illustration. I'm using GPT image with the slider again matching the image more. I love the bold, colorful styling and the adorable character it created. For this striking portrait image, I'm doing disco fashion, neo-noir, and film noir. For this first one, I'm using a specific album style from the 90s in the prompt to get a fashion disco result. I'm using Nano Banana 2 with the slider high to get all the details in. The result is super colorful and fun, perfect for a poster image or social post. Next, I was inspired by ChatGPT and chose neo-noir as a style. I'm using a horizontal portrait, and I'm using Nano Banana Pro, which tends to be a little bit more colorful, with the slider a little bit lower. I love this image. So creative, so fun, with bold color choices. For this last one, I'm using the vertical portrait to create a film noir poster illustration with GPT image and the slider high. The result really focuses your attention on the woman who's in red with the background in shades of gray and black. I hope this sparked some ideas. Try out some styles using Concept to Vector and don't forget to grab my free cheat sheet.